CS, through you, we request that both the private sector of Kenya and Botswana, there is need to privatize, one, the Kenya Meat Commission and Botswana Meat Commission, so that we can be able to engage as the private sector. Support market information intelligence, gathering on market access in Botswana and Kenya. Share information on food certification standards which investors can consider to increase market access to Botswana. Exchange programs in pharmaceutical sector for capacity building and growth. Focus on ICT sector in the health and telecommunications sphere to grow HIC, which is Health Information System, laboratory information systems, picture archiving systems. We need our radiographers, we need our radiologists and doctors to integrate in both countries. CS, we need to have a center of excellence here in the country or in Botswana, such that those specialists can be able to integrate, the doctors and radiologists can be able to interpret through the picture archiving system, which is PACS. We also need to embrace cloud imaging so that we can be able to store data and be able to realize telemedicine. Kenya continues to improve the business environment, and this witnessed by the Ascension in the ease of doing business ranking. Kenya is now at position 61 and looking to enter the top 50 club in the ease of doing business. Establish extractive minerals value chains on behalf of Botswana. And on behalf of the private sector, we are committed to the implementation of the MOU that we signed in 2016 to take lead in establishing a joint business council between Kenya and Botswana to advance the bilateral cooperation on trade and investment. I urge the local international investors represented here to take advantage of the investment opportunities that Kenya and Botswana present to bring about resilient and sustainable growth with emphasis on private investment. We need to do well by the great honor of this business forum. Kenya has signed and ratified both COMESA, EAC, SADC Tripartite Free Trade Area Agreement, and the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, and Botswana is yet to ratify this agreement, but I believe the negotiations which are ongoing. To transform the country, the Kenya government has taken a deliberate move to champion the key development programs under the Big Four, namely manufacturing, universal healthcare, food security, and affordable housing.
For me, really, it's a very exciting period. We look forward to working together. We look forward to fast-tracking these agreements so that we can be able to release the energies of our people to reap the benefits that come with investments and trade. So without really spending a lot of time, I want to thank you for these deliberations and assure you of Kenya's government commitment to implementing those decisions you have made.
So what is really left for us to say, as the Minister has pointed out, is to give our commitment as governments, as ministries, to that we will continue to facilitate businesses between our two countries. That we will also facilitate the investments between the two countries, and we will ensure that it's not only a movement of goods, but it includes services as well. We have received some feedback that there have been challenges, and you noted some of those, including work permits and access into Botswana. And we want to assure you that there has been some change in the way that we've been dealing with our work permits and in our hospitality generally. And we have seen a change in, there's been a reform in our immigration system, not only for work permits, but for those that need it, though I believe that Kenyans do not. There is also a service for visa on arrival.
What is your growth strategy? Package there or box and box and then we fulfill? So just once we get the product and then the product is ours, it's done here. So farmers, the farmers, the food